This is Lisa Degliantoni with the Lisa D Show podcast, and as many of you know, we are featuring Evanston Made artists in a series called Art in the Time of Corona. Hi Liz, hi Tiago, hi Jill. I'm just going to say hi to everyone who pops up. Hey Denise, I'm so excited. This is super fun. So we started a podcast series interviewing Evanston Made artist members, patrons, board members who are practicing new things, bringing projects back to life on a series called Art in the Time of Corona on my podcast. We decided after doing a very fun and successful IG live stream with Beto O'Rourke last week that maybe adding video to this very artsy endeavor might be better served for some of our Evanston Made artists who are really, our whole mission as an organization is to connect them with the public, and we think that the Lisa D Show podcast and essentially live streaming it might be a great way to do that. So I have to say thank you to Tiago, who's been excellent in helping me coach into this new experience, and thank you to Liz Cramer, who absolutely was really helpful in testing to make sure the technology worked out, but is also going to be on the handle. She runs the social media for Evanston Made, so she's on and she's here. Hi, Carrie with 1R, and I appreciate both of their support. And then we're going to be speaking today with Reyes Witt of AssemblyCreators, and she is, well, first of all, she's a total badass, and what I want to do is bring her on today to talk about how she's had to pivot as a store owner since this COVID crisis has caused the shelter in and a lot of stores to go dark. She's located in Downtown Evanston, and hi Louie, she essentially has jumped on the bandwagon of making spring's most coveted accessory. That's right, masks. So let's jump on with Reyes, who in the promo picture, just a little bit of FYI, she doesn't have that same color hair anymore. So just ready. I don't want people to freak out that she has hair. So Reyes, we are connecting with you right now.
Hi, how's my volume?
Your volume is great.
How am I? How do I look? Am I okay?
You look fantastic. You look really good. I know, hi Brianna, you're crazy busy, and so I really appreciate your time, but I just want to step back for a second and tell you that what you're doing is obviously totally necessary for everybody who needs protective masks, from people on the front lines, medical people, all the way to people at the grocery store. But you're adding a really beautiful element to this, because for people like me, whose husband is an artist, I mean, this is my solution. And this is not sexy or fun. Reyes, thank you for making this sexy and fun. Tell me what you're up to.
Okay, so thank you for having me on. Yes, it's been crazy, crazy, crazy. It's been a month for me since the store closed to the public. And I have been fortunate enough to have some really great medical professionals as my best friends. So my dear friend is an infectious disease doctor, as well as his wife, who is a psychiatrist. And both of them got on the phone with me and said, we're going to need masks, Reyes, and you're going to need to figure out a way to make them. And this was 4 weeks ago. And I said, I was annoyed and thought, that's not what I want to be doing. But here I am 4 weeks later, and I've sold close to 1,700 masks in the past 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. We've sold 1,700 masks.
That means, but you've also manufactured and sold. Your designers have made those in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, so what we're doing right now is a in-home production, solo production, because we're all quarantined. If you want to hear something crazy, 3 weeks ago, I got together with Annie Coakley from Downtown Evanston and created a task force of professionals to figure out a way to keep designers and professional sewers, artists employed, right? Because these aren't crafters. These aren't like people that are sitting at home. Like, these are legit professionals who make outstanding products for me and for the rest of the country. I work with people all over. And so I said, there's a way for us to employ these people. They're professionals. We'll get a production line going, and let's sell masks to the hospitals or have the city pay for masks to give the hospitals. There's a shortage. This was weeks ago, right? This was when you couldn't get a mask at all. And I still don't think you can get a mask. But so we went through this whole crazy process and created our first mask. This is our first mask, and this is how quick we've been working. The first mask is the duckbill mask, right? Oh. So this mask goes on. I don't want to mess up my hair, but it looks like a beak, looks like a duck beak, but it closes all the gaps around the face, and it gives a nice tight fit. It's filled with down-proof muslin. It's got a cotton shell. It's a great mask. It's not a fashion accessory, though. This is a medical mask, right? Yeah. But it's fine because we needed a mask. Now here we are, fast forward 2 weeks later. 2 weeks. This is how fast the world is changing, right? 2 weeks later, I'm like, this mask was meant for doctors and nurses. And I'm a designer. I'm a fashion designer. And how do we do something that's cooler looking? Because we're going to be wearing masks for a long time, people. A long time. A really long time, actually. And everyone needs a mask now. And this mask, if you got a hold of this mask, you're really lucky because this is a really good mask. Super good. And we discontinued it because it's really hard to make. And we were only selling it for $10. And it was killing everyone. And the designers and the makers, we gave close to 75% of the profits to the designers and the makers.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Because we wanted to make sure that people were being taken care of. And my goal was to pay the rent of the store for April and May.
Right. In addition to helping with masks and saving the whole planet, you also had to pay your rent, which is a pivot. I think it's an incredible pivot that you did so quickly.
It was insane. I had a lot of really great people helping to try to get this going. It wasn't done by myself. Everyone for a solid week worked around the clock. It was insane. And now, today, we launched the new mask.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, so much better than duckbill. Can I see a side profile? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Reyes, that is a beautiful mask. Nice, goes up and over. Very lovely. Now you have to make 1,700 more of these. Get off the IGTV.
Holy cow. It has been, it has been incredible, but it's also been really challenging. A couple things I would love to just give people some understanding to is that when you make a project, like when you come up with a product, right, and you go to market, typically you give yourself about 2 months before you launch it, maybe longer, depending on what it is. We did a remote sewing project where people were being given orders with shipping slips and spreadsheets. I was giving them spreadsheets, and I'm like, you've got 300 to fill this week, because we got hit with the CDC announcement. The CDC announcement came on April 4th, and our website just went bananas. So we're learning how to run a really robust e-commerce, right? Mm-hmm. And getting orders out during a pandemic when the world has come to a slow crawl, super slow. So these sewers the designers are making the masks and shipping the masks out of their homes with the packaging and the shipping slips that I'm giving them based on the spreadsheets. And
so everyone's working remotely. No one is, like, you guys are on Zoom once a week having production meetings. How are you talking to all these people?
We did at first, production meetings. We did at the very beginning. A lot of people that came into this project, like my lead pattern maker, Courtney Lyons, who works at Sew on Central. Mm-hmm. We've never met before this.
Yeah.
Never met her. But she's my right arm for this whole thing. She's been an outstanding partner. I picked up the new masks today from her, like just working around the clock. And so one of the things I've learned is I want to make sure everyone's super happy, right? Like we all have to feel good about this, but it is a pandemic. And we are no faster than Amazon or anyone else. And so it's taking us some time to get the orders out. It's just the world has really slowed down, but we've been able in 2 weeks to ship. Everything has gone out as of today. I think it was close to 1,700 units.
Wow.
All
and
single, double orders, everything.
And 1,700, and with this new design that you have, post duckbill, the 2.0, are you going to get right back into it and all of your designers are now going to fabricate all of these and send them out on their own? What if someone is listening and they're like, Reyes, I want to work with you. Are you only working with the existing Assembly Creators?
No, I've been working with designers that are through word of mouth, through reputation, and like just, it's for me, this is my business. So I have to really know who's shipping out under my name to make sure that the product is going out. So a lot of the Assembly Creators designers that I carry in the store have been amazing at finding me the talent and saying, such and such is a fantastic sewer. She creates this. Would you be interested? Yes, cool. I would love to. And I'm still looking for sewers, but our model has changed. So within 2 weeks, we have now changed our model again because this is how fast the world is changing. So they won't be shipping out of their homes anymore. I'll be shipping for them.
Okay, so all the masks will have to get to you at headquarters and then you ship them out.
Yes.
Okay.
And we're slowing it down a little bit. We left those lead times now to 8 days because these poor designers had like a gun to their head. Like, people needed their masks. And we understood that because we know this is a big change in everyone's life. And we're putting out a product that everyone needs and that there's a scarcity of. And so it's kind of one of those things. It's like I had a first responder call me today and say, I don't have my mask yet. And I said, I will get you. When do you go to work next? We will have a mask for you by the time you go to work tomorrow. And so, those are the types of moments where you just want to make sure that people are protected that need to be protected too. So it's been a wild ride. Wild ride.
You're keeping your hands in the mix of everything. I'm just so grateful that you have given this opportunity to so many creatives. Right now, there are so many people who, like you said, are making beautiful jewelry, designer wear, candles, who right now cannot produce to sell stuff because all the stores are closed. You're putting a lot of people to work. So thank you.
Right. Yes. Well, I'm not paying myself right now. I haven't paid myself. And we'll start paying myself again, a very small salary, but really right now it's all about managing expectations, right? Like we really do need to cover our overhead because what's happening in retail is no different here in Evanston than it is anywhere else in the world, regardless of it being big box or small biz. The economy is tanking. So even if the doors aren't open, there's a lot of retailers that are available online. But people are tight with their money right now, as they should be, because so many people lost their jobs. There's so much uncertainty that's happening in the world. And so you do need to look at the landscape of retail and think about what's going to be the trend in the next 2 months, 6 months, year out. These are all big decisions that any business owner has to really look at. You need to do a lot of that analytical development, and you can't just wait for the world to reopen. You gotta change with it.
You do. It's people who are in this creative industry, and I've said this before, and I want to reinforce that I feel like that those will be the thought leaders who are going to get us through this, because you are creative problem solvers. You're very flexible. You're very dynamic in who you'll work with. And that is what everything from retail to restaurants to everybody's going to need those skills. And everything that you're doing for Downtown Evanston to show other business owners how to be, I mean, obviously not everybody can make masks, Reyes, but what you're doing is really inspiring. And I'm so excited that you're here in Evanston to show everybody how to frickin' do right.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's been hard, and there have been moments daily, right? Like everyone in this moment has, we have different days, right? So there are days where I feel like I can't work fast enough. There's not enough hours in the day. And then there are days where I'm like, okay, this is a good day. Like we made some really great strides today. And now we've pivoted again. And now I can slow this down a little bit and not make people need to I've been fortunate, Lisa, because I've done nothing but scramble since day one to try to figure out how to stay alive. I had my first day off this weekend. And I was like, oh, this sucks. Like being at home and not thinking about this is like not fun. So I've been lucky to keep myself super busy, but everybody needs a moment to process what is happening in the world. We're emerging into a new world.
Right. And I feel like I have talked to so many people who are like, I need to do something. And when I am not doing something, I feel icky. I feel useless. I'm like, what can I do? What can I possibly do today that can help elevate and celebrate people who are making great things happen in Evanston? I'm like, well, Reyes, that's a candidate. Talk to her. What happens? Like, I know that you have said in this conversation that 2 weeks ago, things were so different than they were right now today. Do you have any predictions for what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks in terms of, are you going to keep making stylish masks? Are you going to you're going to do as much work as possible till it goes away? Or are you like, I'm not predicting anything because it's cray out there?
No, I'm predicting 100%. And I think anybody who's not predicting is doing themselves a disservice right now. We all need to be predicting. We all need to be looking, and we need to have best case scenarios for direction A, direction B, and direction C. So for me, masks are not going away. I'm an accessory designer by trade. You know my background. I'm mass production, corporate designer. I've been doing it for years. I spent a decade designing men's belts for a living. You know what? If I design masks for the next year and a half, I'm good with that. I know this model. I can do this. But the thing is that my thought is that we are going to go back out into the world, but it will look different. And I believe that we will be wearing masks, but I also don't think that my store isn't going to not sell amazing products again. I think masks will be an extension of who we are and what we sell here for the next year or maybe more. But we're going to continue to sell great things, and that's not going to go away. We're going to need stuff. So this will just be another category that we offer, and it's a new accessory. And I'll add colorways and prints, and this one right here, by the way, is reversible.
What?
Stop it.
What? Are you serious? Oh, that's amazing. Okay, now there's a small problem. On your AssemblyCreators.com website, these are sold out.
They are not.
That's a rumor. Not that
rumor.
One. Okay. So people can go
to
AssemblyCreators.com. They can buy masks. And the people who are going to get paid are the fabricators, the designers, the sewers. People are going to get paid. You're not keeping all the money and going on vacation. That's not a thing.
Well, I am getting paid now. So we did have to change the model. So we're going back into a retail model again, right? Because the world is not changing, Lisa. So we were charging $10 for a mask at the beginning, and everyone was like, this doesn't make sense, the material, the time. But it was, we just wanted to do it to get the product out there and to help right away. So we're still not gouging. We're making sure that we keep our mask at an affordable price. It's $18, which is, I sell headbands in my store made by designers that are $25 that use less fabric. So I wanted to make sure that it was in comparison to other items. But yeah, the store is also going to make money off of this so that we can survive. We need to pay our rent, and I need to pay myself. Everybody needs to make some money.
Yeah, you do. Because it's okay. So we have to take some questions. give a shout out to all the people who are jumping into the feed, and somebody wants to know if you're going to masks per occasion. I'm assuming like a birthday party mask and or a Halloween mask. I mean, are you going to take custom orders? Can I get a Lisa D show mask with my logo on? How far you go designing these?
I don't think I'm going to go that far entirely yet. I think what I'm going to do is right now there's a fabric shortage. You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit, right? We've ordered fabric from Vogue, we've ordered from Joann's, and it comes in, and guess what? Our new fabric was today that we got. It's avocado green. We didn't order that, but we'll take it because it's fabric, and we need fabric right now to make masks because people need masks. So until the fabric shortage is not, it's not happening anymore, we'll start being a little bit more creative with seasonal offerings. So we'll have seasonal prints, and we'll say, hey, we have 50 of these available, go. And there will only be 50 available.
Do you need anything? I mean, other than the general public going to your website and buying masks, do you need donations? Do you need promotional help? What do you need from us?
If somebody has a fabric donation, we will take it. We are struggling so badly to get fabric right now. It is very hard to get fabric. And so if somebody does have a fabric donation and they're sitting on it, yeah, give it to us. We'll take it. Okay. I know promotional help. Yes. Anything that we can get right now. We need to sell more masks.
Yeah. Okay. So you can sustain, if Annie Coakley and Laura Brown of Downtown Evanston blow up this story and share this video with the entire planet, you can sustain the growth that will happen from a ton of people.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, we'll cap it if there's any sort of, any jeopardy of not being able to fulfill, but we are committed to fulfilling orders, and we have a list of people that we want to add in. So Lisa, this is where it goes too, is you have a bunch of sewers. The more orders we get, the more sewers we can bring in. But we have to we want to make sure that we're giving them enough work for them to invest in the project. So we need more orders for sure.
Because then you'll make more people busy. People are saying avocado right with my eyes, avocado green, good for social distancing. And Downtown Evanston is committed right now on it to promoting. Thank you, Annie and Laura. We appreciate you.
Thank you, ladies. We love Downtown Evanston.
And what are you, okay, so there's this pivot. You're being super awesome. You're being very hopeful, I have to say, and inspiring. What are you not working on that you wanted to be working on right now? Is there something that, like, in spring, Reyes was going to launch this most exciting thing at AssemblyCreators, and what's preventing work from being done?
Well, okay, so nobody's buying anything right now. So we have a full assortment of really great spring fashions that we brought in, and they were supposed to go live March 17th. And so all of that really great spring wear is kind of sitting here, but we just started doing some really cool things. The deal of the day. So I'm putting up an item and I'm doing a super great reduction on it. And basically there's like 5 or 6 of this item, and the lucky people who get to it first get it. And so these are ways for us to make money back so that we can pay our overhead. Because right now, I'm not looking to get rich, Lisa. I'm looking to just not go into debt, okay? I just don't want to go into debt, okay?
Right. You just want to...
Right. So, yeah. So, I mean, we'd love to be, but you have to be realistic about what's happening in the world and just follow the trend. In 2 weeks, 3 weeks, people will go back to sales again. We're putting together some really awesome Mother's Day bundles, and we're gift wrapping, and we're going to make sure that we're also providing deals too, because people need deals right now. I want to make sure people feel like they're getting something. They're stressed too. We appreciate their orders and their help, and we're going to wrap it up with a nice bow, and we'll either have it available for pickup or we'll have it shipped out for them.
Cool. Okay. So you're just going to keep on keeping on.
I'm not going anywhere.
Awesome, Reyes. Thank you. Okay. So people can go to AssemblyCreators.com. They can go to Assembly Creators Market on Instagram. Correct. What are you on Facebook?
Well, I'm on Facebook as Assembly Creators Market, but I think it still comes up as my old brand, JRJRB. And I don't do too much on Facebook, but I think it's JRJRB, which is my own like accessory line that I do on by myself.
So if people want to engage with you, they're best served to use Instagram and or your website. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
And I appreciate that soon I will no longer be wearing this sexy mask. I'll be wearing this reversible, modeled by Reyes right now, of Assembly Creators. That's so great that it's reversible. Thank you. And who knew in 2020 that was going to be the spring accessory that was going to like bring us all to our knees. I really like that. And I like that because you have the high bun, it doesn't affect your hair. Very smart. You look great.
I like it. I felt kind of badass in it today. I shouldn't be swearing. But I felt kind of like rock star in it walking down the street today. I'm like, I look tough. I look cool. I look cool in my mask.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you, Reyes. I appreciate your time. You need to get offline because you got to go and work with your 10,000 creators. I appreciate you. We will share all this information and more. Goodbye, Reyes. Oh, that's so fun. Every day this week, we are going to interview and with Denise Barreto. She is a rebel rouser, an entrepreneur, an executive producer who's been silently making big shit happen in Evanston since she got here in 2015. We're going to talk to her about a very cool project she's got going on. Joey Garfield, check this out. Today's show is brought to you by Moundy. That's Grecian Mound. I thought I should maybe every single day go ahead and put some new art behind my head. Later in the week, we're also going to talk to our good friend, Matt Rappaport. He is one of the producers of the Side Lot Experimental Film Festival, which goes live in June 2020. He's going to talk about this year's guidelines, deadlines, and right now, you have a lot of time to make an experimental film, and Matt Rappaport is not going to accept you not turning one in, so get on it. We also are going to go into Joanna Cramer's ceramic studio on Friday. We're going to take a tour of some of the work she's making. She's been doing a lot of beautiful ceramic vases and ware with feathers on them. So we're going to go to her studio. And really the idea is that we're going to just take 30 minutes every day and jump into somebody else's space. We're super grateful for Reyes today at Assembly Creators for letting us come into her store. She's busy. And as we know, at assemblycreators.com, most of her masks are sold out, but there's a second section. Go in, get your mask. It is the most stylish thing you can do. Hi, Ben Blunt. Oh, and then we're going to also convince Ben to let us into his studio. And if you're listening and you want to jump in on the fun, you should send us a DM. You should send me a DM at the Lisa D Show and say, hey, Lisa, I want you to come to my studio and we'll do a nice split screen and we'll show everybody what you're up to. The idea is to help connect Evanston creators with the public. So thank you for making today happen. That was super fun. And all the comments and all the waves, that was great. I hope you had fun. And we're going to download this video with Tiago's help and Liz's help and put it either on IGTV and or YouTube. And maybe we're also going to pull the audio from it and put that on the Lisa D Show SoundCloud account. But I don't know. We'll see. We just totally appreciate that you joined us today. I'm going to sign off. Thank you, Reyes.